You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Beyond the Gates fans, I've got your weekly prediction edition. We're going to talk about Kat dumping the dud and Andre risking everything. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not following us, please reach down, hit that subscribe button. We're going to talk about Nicole. We've also got predictions for Tyrell and Samantha, for Eva, Leslie, and Peaches, for Kat and Tomas, and also for Andre. Let's dive right in. Our very first prediction. Nicole starts a revenge rebound romance. So Thursday spoilers have Nicole making a move that stuns Ted. Looks like Nicole lawyered up and filed divorce papers to sever her ties to Ted legally. And of course he wants back with Nicole, but Ted kind of had to expect this coming, right? Friday spoilers say Nicole and Dani comfort each other, so that could be about Nicole filing divorce docs. Also this week, spoilers show Anita telling Ted he should fight for Nicole if he still loves her. Already, we have seen Ted's business partner, hunky Carlton, flirting with Nicole. Even before the trouble with Leslie and their marriage blew up, we have seen Carlton telling Ted he's a lucky man to have a woman like Nicole. And then after the Articulates reunion show, Carlton made a beeline to talk to Nicole at Fairmont Crest after being very helpful and serving as a buffer between Leslie and the rest of the Dupree family. Carlton was trying to ask Nicole to dinner, but then Ted interrupted to talk to Nicole, but he won't be there every time that Carlton makes a move. And after Nicole makes it official by filing those divorce papers, she may be ready to get her groove back. They say that, getting over one man is easier when you get under another one, but hooking up with Carlton would really be a revenge move and a slap in the face to Ted because he sees the man every day at work. They're business partners. That is an awkward choice for a revenge romance, but kind of a good one. Our second prediction, June is Tyrell and Samantha's biological mother. So Tuesday spoilers have Samantha playing matchmaker to try and get her dads back together. Martin and Smitty are hanging out with Tyrell and Samantha for a family game night. That same day, spoilers say Jacob cracks a case and solves something. And then Wednesday spoilers have Samantha and Tyrell blindsided, according to spoilers. Naomi tells Smitty and Martin they found Tyrell and Samantha's birth mom. Also on Thursday, Naomi helps June get ready for a big meeting. So the troubled homeless woman that Naomi's been helping, June, who gave up her kids when she went off the rails, is looking to be likely as the bio mom. Samantha and Tyrell are probably the kids in that photo that June takes everywhere with her, although she denied having kids. So June's sister cleared up some things when she talked to Naomi and Jacob. And if you remember, June's sister was really upset because she said she would have gladly taken in the kids, but they were just gone in the foster system and she couldn't find them. And this all lines up with the timeline for when Samantha and Tyrell were adopted by Martin and Smitty. I mean, June is unstable, so this could be a very, very fraught situation. And I think all of them are going to be stunned, Smitty and Martin and Samantha and Tyrell. What I do think is interesting in this is I do think this could be a family bonding revelation that will pull Smitty and Martin back together as they unite to be there for their kids, because this is going to be very upsetting, very tense on them. Our third prediction, Eva's grandma rolls onto the scene on Beyond the Gates. So BTG comings and goings tell us that there's a new face coming to the CBS soap next week. Arlie Michelle debuts as Peaches, no last name yet, and she has scenes with both Leslie and with Ted. Thursday spoilers say that a blast from Leslie's past shows up at her door while she tries to figure out a message earlier in the week. And when she sees Peaches at her door, Leslie looks horrified and or terrified, it's hard to tell, and says, "Sweet baby Jesus, no." So I wonder if this is Eva's grandma. I wonder if Peaches is Leslie's mom. Could be her older sister. It's kind of hard to tell because the actress they have playing her, Arlie Michelle, does not advertise her age. Like I looked and it's impossible to find. So good for her. They've got her hair streaked in gray. And as we know, age gaps between parents and children on soap operas are rarely real life accurate. And I'm sure if we looked at the ages of the actors and actresses on this show and the parents, it would not align. That's standard for soap. So I think it'd be wild if Peaches is Eva's grandma there to shield her granddaughter from Leslie's awful antics because Eva is having a rough week. Tuesday spoilers, by the way, say that Leslie gets a strange message and that might be from Peaches. And Wednesday spoilers say Leslie is again embarrassing Eva. So maybe if Peaches is Leslie's mom, she can slap some sanity into her nutty butt. However, I think Leslie's fun is a source of chaos, so we'll see. But she does not look happy to see Peaches at her door, and then Ted and Peaches talk at Uptown as well. Our fourth prediction, Kat calls it quits with Tomas. So on Wednesday, Kat and Tomas are dancing the salsa at Uptown, but cannot find the rhythm. It is very awkward and stiff. Kat says that dancing the salsa is supposed to be a vertical expression of horizontal desire. So that kind of tells you where this is going. Eva tells Tomas next week that it can be scary learning a new dance. Maybe she's offering sympathy about him and Kat having a rough time with the salsa. Tomas tells Eva it's crazy how she just gets him, and she agrees, yeah, it's crazy. So we know that Tomas was a dud in bed. At least he's a huge mismatch for Kat. You know, somebody can be a dud in bed for one person and great for another. Just depends, right? But the chemistry is lacking. Tomas is a hottie and Kat is a beauty, but that doesn't mean they are meant to be. I know Tomas also checks a lot of boxes for her, but a larger issue at this point may be that Kat knows it's not a fit, but she also knows her wicked stepsister Eva Rella is waiting in the wings, and Kat doesn't want Eva to have her cast-offs. Remember how mad Kat was that Nicole insisted that Eva wear one of Kat's old out-of-season gowns to that party? She pitched a fit. So even though Tomas isn't doing it for her, I wonder if Kat might hang on to him so Eva can't have him, or if she's going to be smart and dump the dud. So if Kat does decide to keep him longer to keep Eva away from him, I just don't see that lasting that long. Maybe Kat gives Tomas one more chance in the sack, and if he can't give her the big O, Kat may tell him, you know what, just go. Our fifth and final prediction, Ashley is stunned when Andre taps the brakes. So Monday spoilers say Andre puts himself out there, but is it with Dani or is it with Ashley? Because he's already put himself out there with Ashley. Remember, he said he wanted something real, something with roots with her, but then he's got this situation with Dani, and maybe some lingering guilt over her is part of the equation. Friday spoilers say Nicole and Dani comfort and support each other. That might be about Ted and Andre, or it might be about Dani's angst over Haley's miscarriage and feeling to blame. Bottom line, Andre's feeling guilty about Dani. I mean, Andre shouldn't. Dani's been using him as her emotional support hookup for a long time while she still pines for Bill and what they lost. But when Dani went over to see Andre, she was crying about how upset she was about Haley's miscarriage and calling herself a monster, bawling to Andre about only having him there for her and she doesn't have anybody else to turn to. And Dani hugged him and tried for Nookie. Andre turned it down. It's clear he feels bad for Dani and won't leave her alone like this. I do think Andre refused sex because he was planning to tell her he's going to start seeing Ashley exclusively. Meanwhile, the nurse in question told Andre she had to think about it, but then rejected Derek one last time. She seems ready to lean into Andre, but I suspect this week he may roll up on Ashley and tell her they can't be together, at least not yet. So Andre may be opening himself up to Dani just to see if there's a chance for something there. I think in the end, Ashley is going to be a little shocked by how Andre handles things. So we could see this week the big revelation of who Andre winds up with.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.